And we are live. Hi, wonderful people. How are we doing? Happy Thursday to you all. I hope your Thursday is going well. It is how many more days to the end of the week? Like more before we close our eyes and we open it. Friday is here, weekend is here. Like
I
how
know it's the eve of the weekend. Weekend eve.
oh my goodness.
Woo-hoo!
The week goes so fast, but it's good, it's fun, you know. I mean, you don't feel the weekend is long when you're doing what you enjoy, right?
Exactly.
So, how has your day been?
Yeah, my day has been okay. It's been wonderful. We have gorgeous weather today, although it is boiling hot today though. As
Really?
in seriously, I don't know how we move. Our weather is just crazy. Anyway, like yesterday we were like maybe like 10, 12. Today we are 20 something, as in it is boiling today. And it will
Okay.
be boiling for the rest of the weekend. So it's
Oh,
good
okay.
fun. We enjoy the sunshine. At least it's not raining. So my day has been good.
Yeah.
Had a walk with my son. He was riding the bicycle. I was walking and trying to run at the same time. So it's been fun. Yeah, good day today.
That's good. That's good. The weather here is cloudy today. So just okay. Not too hot, not too cold. It's just
Just
right.
perfect.
It's just that it's cloudy and we're like, is it going to rain? Is it not? But anyways. Well, we just want to say thank you for joining us today. If this is your first time of seeing us, this is Bims and that's Mo. We are moms, we are career women, and we are digital entrepreneurs. And we help everyday people just like ourselves to leverage the digital space to start a side hustle or a business and earn while doing so. Our proven system teaches you everything that you need to do. So you don't need to reinvent the wheel. We provide all that is needed, the information, the tools, and all you need to successfully start and run your business. So we've been having this series for the past 20. Today is the 29th day, and
I know. Day 29.
we've been talking about different things about business, about life, about faith, about motherhood. We've had guests here as well. And it's really been an amazing experience so far. So today we have a topic we want to talk about. We want to talk about money. Let's talk money. Money talk, right?
Yeah.
So as you can see on our screens, the topic is money mindset. The money mindset we had to unlearn. Many of us, including you, yes, you that you're watching us right now, we all had a concept and a mindset about money. Some good, some bad, some, just in between. And for us, we've had to unlearn some of those money
Mhm.
mindsets. And that is what we're going to talk about today. So I'm going to hand it over to Mo, who is going to take it away.
Yeah, so as Ben said, we're going to be talking about money mindsets we had to unlearn. Because growing up in a Nigerian household is a different ball game entirely. So the things they talk about money, the way they see money is totally different. They say so many things about money. Because even sometimes we feel like maybe we might not be listening, but one way or the other, it affects us. It gets like imbibed in us. We feel like that's kind of normal. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna share a couple of the ones that did resonate with me, and then Beams, you're gonna share yours as well. So one of them will be you have to work hard for every penny. Because I remember when you do something in my house, or you are having a food and you don't finish your meal, you'll be like, why would you waste that? That's very wasteful. Every single penny, I worked very hard for it. So I had that thing in my mind that you have to like work very hard, be very industrious, be doing hard labor because before you can get money. So that's the kind of thing going up. So I'm like, okay, I have to be hardworking to be able to to survive, to live a good life. I have to like be hardworking, and it's just I don't know. That's just one of one of the ones that stuck with me. Is how about you?
Right. Yeah, so another thing that I heard growing up is too much money makes people proud and arrogant.
So
You know,
true.
you hear that. I mean, I'm not trying to diss church or anything, but I heard that a lot, or I got that concept from church that if you're a Christian, you have to be in quotes humble, and the
You have to be
humility they
poor,
are talking
more
about
like.
exactly is that, not extravagant, poor, you know, sort of. It's not like they say is that, oh, if you're a Christian, you cannot be rich. But there was just this notion I had, and so sincerely, it made me have this mindset that, okay, God, I remember praying this prayer as a young person that God, I don't want to be wealthy. I don't want to be rich. Just make me
Not too much
comfortable.
money, just comfortable.
Yes, just make me comfortable, and it actually limited me because, when I see, oh, I mean, I never even look for opportunities that will make me be, in quotes, a millionaire. I mean, for me, millionaire, how now?
How?
No,
I know,
I don't
right?
need it. I'm
That's
okay
too much money.
with small money. So that was something that I learned, that too much money makes people proud. But the truth that I've had to unlearn, or I have also seen, is that a poor man can be proud.
Yep.
A rich man can be proud. A whatever man can be proud. So whether you are rich or poor, that is not what defines you being proud or humble. Someone who has nothing, if they are proud, when they have something, they will still be proud. And
True.
somebody who is humble, whether they're rich or poor, it doesn't change them. They will still remain humble. So I've had to learn that okay, having been wealthy does not define or does not make me proud.
Yeah.
Being and the other way around as well. So your wealth or your riches does not determine whether you're a proud or arrogant person.
But thinking about it now, just looking back, so I feel like, in those days in church, they feel like all those rich people, they're very proud. I feel like they they are confident. The rich people are very confident. So they mix up their confidence with arrogance. Because
Mm.
they're okay, they are fine, they don't need anybody's money, or they don't need any. So they have their confidence. So I feel like people like mistake that for
I
arrogance.
agree with
Like
you. I
everybody
agree
is
with you
proud.
because when you're wealthy, and I guess your onions, you're able to walk into rooms. You don't see. I mean, there's nothing that intimidates you, not because of the
Exactly.
money you have, but I think
Exactly.
it just comes with whether you're a business person and you made your money through that, or you are involved in so many other investments, and also there's this confidence that come, and then I guess people misconstrue that to be, oh, that person is a very arrogant person. That person talks, I think it's confidence, right? So,
Exactly. Yeah. I think it's confidence there.
right.
Yeah.
So what else? What is the other thing that we have learned? So I think why those beliefs kept us stuck. I think I've shared about it a little bit. I
Yeah.
think I had that mindset of, God, I just please give me small, just I don't want to go beyond this. I
I
just want to
know.
be comfortable. And it really kept me stuck. And the fear of charging and receiving. I know that we have that here. More, can you talk a bit about that?
About charging more, right? The one I
Yes.
wanted to talk about would have been the guilt of wanting more. Well, so that would probably like match that as well, because sometimes, as you said, you don't want to be wealthy, or sometimes you're there, you see people like they are doing well in life, they're advancing, and you be like, "Ah, what exactly are those people doing?" But then the fear of thinking that, I can have a better life as well. Because you'll be like, oh, you're just going to, you're allowing the devil to rule your life because he wants more. And that guilt and everything. And then the fear of charging more. Because as we people that work with our hands, because I know you used to do makeup, I
Mhm,
still do like kids bag.
mhm,
And then you're thinking, okay, you want to make this bag, but you want to make it affordable. You don't want to charge more. But then you're there hours and hours and hours trying to like make this bag. And you're like, fine, I got all the products, like not very the materials that I use, it's not expensive. But then the time I put in, that means I can't
Mm-hmm.
even pay myself because I'm
And then
there
the
for hours.
creativity as well.
Yeah.
The creativity to be able to come up with those
To
designs.
come up with a design. Exactly, right? We should be able to we should be confident and be able to charge for that. Charge for your time, charge for the creativity. But then that because of that mindset, you're just stuck in like, oh no,
Yeah,
that's
you
just too
just want to
expensive
be
to be
maybe
this.
just modest. Let me just be doing my
Exactly.
thing, my small thing. I mean, that charging thing now, now that you explained it, relating it to when I used to do, my makeup and all, and I used to do
Yeah.
beads as well. I used to do a lot of things, so God help me. I was there too. When I want to charge, it's like, especially when I'm charging family and friends.
Ah, that one is the
Like,
worst. That's the
you're
worst.
like, you know your worth and they know your worth. But
Yeah.
you're also
But they
trying
want
to
it
be,
for free.
before they say this guy likes too much money, let me just charge, small, and that is a limiting belief. If you know your worth, if you know what you're capable of, go ahead to. So that is one way that, those beliefs actually kept me stuck. And,
Mm.
to relate to a lot of people, we also associate this to, okay, you know what, let me just be working two, three jobs. Let me just be doing these jobs and be sure getting my salary, stay in my small cocoon. And when opportunities for you to grow, to blossom, to start something comes, you shut it down because you're like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be out there. I don't want
Mm-hmm.
people to look at me. I don't want
Mm-hmm.
people to think that I'm too ambitious.
Exactly. As in, it's all those things just in our head. As in, why? Why don't we want more? Why?
Mm,
We were made for more according to the Bible.
absolutely.
Yeah, because
Absolutely.
the Bible gives us power to make wealth. If we
Mm-hmm.
don't deserve more, the Bible wouldn't say that. So we are made
Mm-hmm.
for more. Why do we limit ourselves? It's
Yeah.
just
And there's so
what
many
is doing.
scriptures that, really speak about that.
Mm-hmm.
There's scripture I know we say often, but it's so true. The Bible says that, as good parents, we should leave inheritance for our children's children.
Mm-hmm.
Now think about it. If you do not work towards making that possible, or building wealth so that you can leave an inheritance for your children's children, like how are you going to fulfill that promise or that thing God has said
Said,
if
yeah.
you're not wealthy, if you don't build wealth, or if you don't do things that can help you to achieve that? And yeah, so I think that is a way that we've really remained stuck in that mindset. Now let's
Cash,
move.
that's so true. Can you see what Cash said? That sometimes over contentment can be limiting, as in so true. Because people are just they are okay in their comfort zone. They're just like contented. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's just too much. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're not saying be out, just want to accumulate the wealth, just so
No.
you have.
Not
I mean,
that.
just like the foolish rich man in the Bible that said,
Mhm.
"Oh, I've done this. I have this band. Let me break down this and put everything in a band." But yet, God requested his life that day. That is not what we're talking about.
Mm-mm.
Even we know what we've learned about kingdom wealth,
Yep.
right? Building
Mhm.
kingdom wealth. Who says you can't be wealthy and then be a philanthropist and give back to the work of God, give back to
Exactly.
missions, help people
Super
who are in need,
missionaries.
you
Yes.
know?
Oh.
Anyways, so what is our belief now? Mo, so what do you believe in right now?
Oh my gosh. I know now that it's okay to want wealth and still be grounded. That one I know that yes, I can still want money and I can still love God, still be my Jesus girl every time. I know that it's okay to do that, to be that. So I'm grounded in that. I know that that doesn't stop me. That doesn't make me like a sinner. That doesn't mean that money is ruining my life or I've gone with the devil. Like they always
Yeah,
say, when you have too
yeah,
much money, money has taken over your life now. You're being ruled by the devil and all that. No, I know that's not true at all. Because now,
Yeah.
as you said, you can be wealthy and then be able to support your local community. Like my
Mhm.
own desire now is to be like one of the greatest givers in my church. You support their whatever thing they are doing, whatever, because we are helping
Different
people.
ministries.
We are
Yeah.
the hands of feet of Christ. If we don't have money, we can't do anything. We can't feed the homeless. We can't give people shelter. We can't support people that are going through crisis. We can't support missionaries, people in poverty. We can't help them. So we do need money. Yes, so I know that, yes, if I have money now, which I will, I can support people and I'm still okay with that. So
Yeah.
that's one of my beliefs now.
Yeah, and you want to do things in a bigger scale. I know many of us
Yes.
already give, right? We already
Yes.
give, we
Mhm.
already support different causes here and there. But, for example, for me, I have always desired to, do things in a bigger scale, not necessarily to make the whole world know, oh, Beams is giving for this. I mean, from time immemorial, I mean, far back as when I started working. Every single year, I will take out a portion of my money and I will give it to the poor or the less privileged. They
Mhm.
don't know. Like I do it anonymously and I've done it consistently. And I see a lot of people suffering, whether it's widows, whether it's, even parents, children not able to pay school fees. And I want to do that in a bigger
I
scale.
know. Yeah.
And sometimes the income that I make from my salary, first of all, cannot even take care of my household. So
So I'm
how
going
am
to
I
give
able to
somebody
give
else.
give to that
Exactly.
cause, right? So
Yeah.
when we earn more, we're able to give more,
True.
and we all know that God blesses a cheerful giver. We all know that God loves when we give.
Yeah.
Yes, out of even that your widow's might, but even when you have more.
Yep.
We mentioned about missions, different
Yeah.
missions, different, even in our community. Let's even take away church. Even within our community, there are so many needs. There are people that are out there who are homeless. Imagine you, out of what you have, being able to give them what they need, whether
Mm-hmm.
it's food or shelter or
Mm-hmm.
clothing. My people, money, they say, answereth all things.
Yes, it
Yes,
does.
it might not give you salvation, of
No.
course not. It might not give you some intrinsic values, but I can tell you, when you have funds available, there are a number of things that you will not worry about.
Yeah.
A number of things you will not think about because okay, I have sorted these material things, and then you can have the vision and have the mind to focus on other things that you want to. I will share a story about somebody within our community. This He's from Cameroon. Him and his wife saw this opportunity, I think 5, 6 years ago. And at that time, he was doing 3 jobs and his wife was doing 2 jobs. They saw this opportunity and they started. Now, this man has always believed that God had called him to be a missionary, but he couldn't do that calling because he was limited financially. But
Mm-hmm.
he just had that this is my calling. But guess what? He will work here, do this just to make ends meet. Fast forward to a couple of years after they started this business, they were able to make more money, they were able to establish themselves. And guess what they did? They left Canada, that had become their home, and they went back to Cameroon to set up the mission that God had ordained them to.
To
Now
do.
he's a full-time pastor. The wife is also has, I think, a couple of NGOs or things that they are doing. They are giving back from the income that they make from their business, and I guess other things that they've even been able to establish. So that is a living testimony to the fact that when funds are limited, you are also limited in your capacity to do more, your capacity for the calling that God has even called you. So
Mm.
I totally believe in building wealth, but doing it the godly way and using it to glorify God at the end of the
Yeah.
day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's good.
I think we'll just wrap it up by saying that, you can build wealth in peace and with
Yes.
purpose,
Yeah.
right? You
So
can do
true.
that. It doesn't have to be, you know, uh, what's that word? People who are, I'm looking for the right word, who, just take money as their gods and that's the only thing they talk about. No, that's not what we're talking
Mm.
about here, but just building it, with purpose. And we just want to thank everyone who has come on here to, watch or is listening. Thank you, mommy. I see you. Most mom is in the house. Thank you, Kashokwe, as well for joining in, and thanks for all of you who are going to watch after. So many of us have these beliefs from when we grew up, from our culture, from different things, money beliefs. You have to work hard, hard, hard for money. And someone mentioned something that he was looking at people who work really hard, like physically hard.
Yeah.
So they are, it's not about hard work. It's really about using that innovation and creativity God has given you
Yep.
to build that wealth. Sometimes it's not the physical work and hard work
Mm.
that is going to help you build wealth.
If
You
that is all those laborers and everybody, all those builders and all those, those hammer, they will be like the richest people if
I'm
it's by
telling you, if
physical
it's
work.
by hard work. So
Yes.
sometimes we need to, yes, there's a part that hard work plays, but working smart as well helps you to build wealth, build kingdom wealth that is
Yeah.
going to glorify God.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I hope that we've been able to stir, some thought in you to start thinking of what can I do more to build wealth. And if you're looking for a legitimate business that you can do in the online space, this business opportunity we've been talking about is there for you. It
Yeah.
is a solution. It has been a solution to many people. Yes, you may be skeptical. Yes, you may be scared. Yes, you may be like, will it work for me? You'll never know until you try.
Sure.
Rather than staying stuck in one position, try something and give it your all. And you'll never know
Exactly.
where God will take you to.
You never know.
All right. As we wrap up today, we want to leave you with our quote. And
And
that
guys,
is,
before we go, Bims, tomorrow
oh,
is day 30, the grand finale. You guys don't want to miss tomorrow. It's going to be amazing. So make sure you watch out for us tomorrow. Day 30 is going to be lit. We're going to be like shaking our shoulders high. We are business boss, business
yes.
babes. So, guys,
Yes. And I'm going to leave you guys with something. More
okay.
just mentioned that tomorrow is going to be lit. We are doing a giveaway tomorrow.
Ooh.
Giveaway. Cash giveaway. We're
Oh
gonna
wow,
play,
Coach Bim's
we're
in
gonna
the
play,
house, guys. Ha! The
we're gonna
zillionaire
play,
tracking.
we're gonna play a game, we're gonna play some games or do some stuff. And if you win, you're going to get a cash prize. So don't miss tomorrow.
Do
Tomorrow
not.
is day 30. As we wrap up, we'll love to, just make it fun, make it light. We're going to post the time. We've not decided what time, but we'll post it and it's going to be fun. So please
Yeah.
do not miss it. Yes, cash
Cash
for
for
cash.
cash.
Cash for cash.
Congrats.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining today. And remember, don't just hustle, build with
You'd
purpose.
with
God bless you
purpose.
all. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.